You tell yourself you're lazy. You say you lack discipline. You say you have no motivation. You say something is wrong with you. But what if that's not true? What if you're not lazy? You're avoiding something? Think about it. There are things you do have energy for. Scrolling, watching videos, talking to friends, planning your future success. So you're not completely inactive. You just avoid certain things. The gym, studying, starting that project, sending that email, taking that risk. And that's important because laziness means you don't want to do anything. But avoidance means you're protecting yourself from something. And protection is not laziness. It's fear. Most people don't struggle with discipline. They struggle with what trying might reveal. Because when you try, one of two things can happen. You fail, or you succeed, and now expectations rise. Both are scary. If you don't try, you can always say, I could have done it if I wanted to. That sentence protects your ego. It keeps your identity safe. Because failing after trying hurts more than failing without trying. If you don't study and you fail the exam, you can say, I didn't even prepare. But if you study hard and still fail, now it feels personal. Now it feels like maybe you're not capable. And that possibility is uncomfortable. So your brain chooses the safer pain. Avoidance. You delay. You distract yourself. You promise to start tomorrow. And tomorrow feels better because it still holds potential. But today holds risk. And the brain hates risk. Your brain is not designed to chase success. It's designed to avoid danger. And in modern life, danger is emotional. Rejection, embarrassment, failure, judgment. When you think about starting something important, your brain doesn't see opportunity. It sees, what if we're not good enough? So it protects you by making you tired, by making you procrastinate, by making you scroll. It whispers, not now. And you believe it because it feels real. But here's the deeper layer. Sometimes it's not fear of failure. It's fear of change. If you actually become disciplined, your life changes. If you actually get in shape, people treat you differently. If you actually succeed, you can't play small anymore. Growth removes excuses, and excuses feel safe. When you call yourself lazy, you don't have to face the real fear. But when you admit you're avoiding something, now you have to ask, what exactly am I scared of? Is it failing? Is it looking stupid? Is it outgrowing your current identity? Is it disappointing yourself? Avoidance is comfortable in the short term, but it slowly destroys confidence. Because every time you avoid something important, you teach your brain, I can't handle this. And your self-trust weakens. That's why laziness feels heavy. It's not inactivity. It's guilt. You know what you should do. You just don't do it. And that gap between who you are and who you could be, that gap hurts. So how do you fix it? Not with motivation. Motivation is temporary. You fix it with honesty. Instead of saying, I'm lazy, say, I'm afraid of this. Name the fear. Be specific. I'm afraid I'll fail. I'm afraid I won't be good enough. I'm afraid people will judge me. When you name it, it becomes smaller. Vague fear feels huge. Specific fear feels manageable. Then don't try to change your whole life. Just prove to your brain that action is not fatal. Tiny action. Open the book. Do 10 minutes. Send one message. One small move. Because confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from evidence. Evidence that you can act, even when scared. You're not lazy. Lazy people don't overthink their potential. Lazy people don't feel guilty about wasting time. Lazy people don't watch self-improvement videos. You do, which means you care. And caring is not laziness. It's fear mixed with ambition. And that combination is heavy. But here's the truth. You don't need to remove fear. You just need to move with it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's action despite fear. The moment you stop labeling yourself as lazy, you stop attacking your identity. And when you stop attacking yourself, you free up energy. Energy that was being used for self-criticism. You are not broken. You are not incapable. You are just protecting yourself from discomfort. But discomfort is not danger. It's growth. The next time you feel lazy, pause. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding right now? And instead of judging yourself, take one small step toward it. Not a giant leap, just one step. Because you don't need to become a new person overnight. You just need to stop lying to yourself. You're not lazy. You're scared. And that's human. But staying scared forever, that's a choice.